Cancelled.
Schweezy.
Alright, then I also watched, God forbid, The Sex Scandal That Brought Down a Dynasty on Hulu. Just getting that all out. First of all, let's just start off. That Jerry Falwell Jr. guy, a numbskull. Jerry Falwell Jr. was a fucking numbskull. So, I'll probably go into a little bit more into the bio. I didn't use Wikipedia for this one. But if you watch The Eyes of Tammy Faye, fucking great movie. Jessica Chastain is great. I would buy her underwear. Used underwear, too. She played Tammy Faye, and then Andrew Garfield played her husband. I can't remember what he was, but Vincent D'Onofrio played Jerry Falwell Sr. in that. And if you don't know, like, the Falwells, if you think about, like, Christianity, like, evangelical royalty, the Falwells are up there. But he played Jerry Falwell Sr. in that movie. And I'm not going to lie, Vincent D'Onofrio is the perfect Wilson Fisk Kingpin. And it's going to be hard. It's hard for me to separate him from the role. He looked different in, like, the first Men in Black movie so much than what he does now. But I'll always have fond memories of Vincent D'Onofrio killing a man by slamming a car door in his head multiple times. Multiple times. So, basically, Jerry Falwell Sr., he started a church. Okay, let's just fucking cough. Let's just fucking cough this entire podcast. So, Jerry Falwell Sr., he was this good man who started a church. I think televangelism, a lot of that shit. I don't know. I don't like the guy. He's a pretty shitty dude, too. Like, he was for segregation, and then when they were like, oh, we don't like segregation, people were like, we hate segregation. He's like, you know what? Maybe segregation isn't that bad. And then the fight went from segregation to abortion, and that's why we're in this mess we are right now. Then he started Liberty University, which is supposed to be like, it's not like it's a Christian school, but it's not like a Bible college, if that makes sense. And let me also bring it up to you. Not a lot of colored people go to that school. It's a very white school. Now you probably know it's a very fucking Republican school, and it's just basically a Republican school. And they have like shit like in their car, like can't drink alcohol. You can't drink alcohol as a student. You can't be having the premarital sex. I'm like, those are the two best things about college. And you're telling kids not to do that shit. I guarantee, because I know some friends who went to like Bible college, and they talk about like, yeah, we broke the drinking rule a lot. So, yeah, that's what Jerry Falwell Sr. He's like, he created this whole dynasty, this evangelical dynasty, and people love. And they just had a lot of power in the evangelical community. Like, that's just what the Falwells created. So then we get to Jerry Falwell Jr., who was more of like a businessman. He was never like a Christian pastor type of guy. It was just like a businessman. And he really helped like the school do a lot of business shit. You know, that's all he really did. He was like a real estate guy. That's Jerry Falwell Jr., the numbskull. That's how he kind of started. And so basically, and then he was like not the ruler, president of the school. Maybe, I don't know what position he had. Basically, that's who he was. And then he married this woman named Becky. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Becky was pretty hot. And I'm like, yeah, Jerry, for a rich guy, you did really good. Listen, pretty easy. If you're rich, like, you can marry any woman. That's the nice thing about, like, women, you just have to look hot. For men, you just have to have a lot of money. Like, you could just be the fattest fucking piece of shit ever. You should probably lose weight, though, just for your health. Anyways, though, yeah, his wife was pretty hot, but, like, Jerry's kink was he liked watching his wife fuck other dudes, called being a cuckold, which was funny because like Republicans and like, you know, the 4chan alt-left people were calling like liberals cucks until like this whole story came out, and I haven't heard that since. I haven't heard a lot about that since. So yeah, and so the documentary really like revolves around Giancarlo Granda. I'm just going to call him Giancarlo. I believe that I'm saying that right. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't know how to say it. It's probably because it's a foreign language. And he was a pool boy for a year. Like he just worked at like some resort as a pool boy for a year. And that's where he met Becky. And then it went to basically shit escalated from there into being like, oh hey, and then Jerry was like, hey, let's buy some properties in Florida and I'll let you run them and shit like that. It's all that shit's going on. Giancarlo said he's like, yeah, I'm a Republican, and like Becky and Jerry were like, we hit the jackpot here. He's Republican and he'll fuck my wife. I'm in. I'm into that shit. But it was weird because Becky was like into Giancarlo in like a relationship sense. It's not just like, I just like this guy fucking me. It was like, he's my boyfriend. And it's the weirdest. It was very weird shit. But yeah, they found their unicorn in Giancarlo. And people were like, apparently he gets shamed a lot. I'm like, I wouldn't shame him. I'd fuck Becky too. But I feel weird with Jerry in the room, but like Jerry had money. And so he's like, yeah, I was doing a lot of money things, just trying to get a lot of money. And Becky was hot, so I wanted to fuck her. So, he was just doing the unicorn. And this was all before Jerry really got into, like, he was friends with Donald Trump, but this is before Donald Trump was like, just like wanted to be president and started saying racist shit. He was always racist and like a shitty person, but like he's probably easier to be around, and then once Donald Trump like decided like, hey, I'm gonna run for president, and like Jerry Falwell Jr. is like, hey, I have to give him my endorsement because that gives me a lot of power, because like basically whatever, because it was basically whatever, if Liberty University backed up whatever Republican president at the time was, that's who basically got the Republican nominee. And that's why a big reason Trump got nominated, because people really associate him with Jesus for some fucking reason. And that's why I don't have Republican friends on Facebook anymore, because I would harass them, be like, admit to me right now that Donald Trump represents Jesus. Tell me right now. Explain yourself. And they never would, and they unfriended me and stuff like that. So he helped get Donald Trump elected. So honestly, with all this Republican bullshit, our Supreme Court, why Roe v. Wade was overturned, it really was Jerry Falwell's fault. Like, if it wasn't for him, Trump wouldn't have been elected. Then put 3 judges on the Supreme Court, and let's be honest with you, two of them were very much not qualified. 2 of them are not qualified. Was it Andrew Gorsuch? I think he's I don't agree with him, but I think he's very qualified. And, I can't be mad when, like, it's a very qualified person, to the seat, like, Ketanji Brown. I think that's our new one. Like, she's the most qualified. I don't even care about her gender, race, whatever. Like, she's just very qualified, and that's a good thing. Anyways, though, so yeah, basically he helped get Trump elected, and so that's, like, it all spiraled from there. So, like, it's weird to think that it all spiraled from his endorsement. And then Jerry just went off the fucking walls. Like, he was just like, you know what? I know students can't drink on campus, but I can. And so he would fill a water bottle up with, like, it was half tequila, half water. It is weird. I have an uncle, and we were hanging out, and he was drinking. He put mixed water with whiskey, like good whiskey too. And I was like, that's weird. And he's like, well, you've been drinking since noon. I'm like, all right, I won't blame you. Anyways, I don't know, watering it like just straight liquor down. I don't know, that's weird to me, but Jerry, you do your thing. And like, there's pictures of him with girls on campus too. I'm like, Jerry, I didn't think that. You're not into that. They're not fucking. That's not your wife, Jerry. You don't give a shit about that. But yeah, he just felt like he had so much power because he got Trump elected and shit like that, and he was just do random shit. And then life caught up to him, and Giancarlo really, Jerry was doing him wrong, and so he brought the receipts out, and now everyone found out that Jerry was a cuck. And then they were like, the pool boy's he's fucking the pool boy. Letting the pool boy fuck his wife. And it's like, and I feel bad for the guy because he's like, no, I'm forever labeled as a pool boy. Like, that was a job I had for like a year. A job he had for a year. And it's like, it's the fucking the pool boy. The pool boy. I'm like, he like, doesn't he have his I think he has his master's now. And now everyone's like, oh, so you're the fucking pool boy? I'm like, oh, god damn, dude. Like, could you imagine having just, like, a shitty job, like he did, like, just to get the money, to move on, and then all of a sudden, everyone's like, that's what you are. Like, I've worked customer service jobs. Like, it's the customer service guy. Fuck everyone there. And fuck them. So basically, to sum up, if Jerry Falwell, if he would have just been Jerry Falwell Sr.'s son, and then did his kink and his own thing without trying to bring all the Republican shit into it and the Christian shit into it, he would have been fine. I think no one would really give a shit. They'd just be like, that guy likes to watch his wife get plowed. I think that's the thing, though. If you're super Christian, you can't be doing that shit. Because people will find out. And it's usually the Christians, Like, I'm not into the Christian scene anymore, and my life's open. I'm just admitting, I accidentally winked at an underage girl. I feel bad. I didn't do anything else. I'm sorry, folks. These, the Christian Republicans, like I'm telling you, numbskulls to the moon and back. Hey there, you just checked out a highlight from Cancel Schweezy. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you learned something and that you are now a smarter individual. Just so you know, we have full episodes and other many, many highlights available now. Click here for the next best thing that you can go check out as well. And make sure you press that subscribe button and press that notification bell. That way you get updated anytime we make a new post or anytime that we make a new highlight or full episode. So thank you, honk if you love butt drugs, and stay awesome.